Hi, this is Eddie Collins, and today we'd like to talk about John Prine's tune, Summer's End. It's on his Tree of Forgiveness CD. And on that CD, he plays an introduction that's only 8 measures long. C to A minor, C to A minor. I found a much more interesting introduction where he plays the entire verse of the song. Here's the chord chart so you can see what I'm talking about. V stands for verse, and there's 16 measures before you find the C, which stands for chorus. So on this solo that I discovered, which is on a recording from the show Live From Here, Chris Thiele's show, he plays a lot of interesting things. So next I will post the tab for you. If you can take a screenshot, print it out, come on back and we'll break it down for you. Alright, as we work through the song, please note that you're capoed at the 2nd fret. So when you're playing your C chord, you're actually playing the true pitch of a D chord. All the chords will be referenced as if we're in the key of C. The first move is to make a pinch on strings 5 and 2, but with the string open on string 2, bring your first finger down as a hammer on. That last note right there is the thumb on the 3rd string, which surprises some people. He's actually doing that to add a little extra sound to the melody. Notice when he plays the open 3rd string in the 2nd measure, it comes back to the normal index finger there. Then he goes to an E minor chord. I am going to use fingers 1 and 2 because my 2nd finger's already there, makes an easy switch. He uses fingers 2 and 3. Many people play their E minor chord that way. So at that point, 2 bass notes, quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and back up to the 3rd string. Again, this is from me listening to it in great detail and discovering that he actually was hitting the 3rd string. I don't think it's a mistake after it happens a couple times in a row. I would say he's doing it on purpose. So then we have beats 1 and 2, the same bass notes. This time he comes back to string 4. So the 2 measures of E minor. There's another reason why he's hitting that open 3rd string. Without it, do you really have an E minor chord? When you hear that open 3rd string, there's no doubt you're playing E minor. When he comes back to his C chord, he does a double hammer-on. It's a real slight move in the video. He's only moving his fingers about like this, but he hammers on the chord with a pinch. There's that 3rd string again, so hopefully I've convinced you by now that that's what he intended to do. That measure there was the same as measure 2. Goes to his E minor chord, plays this measure slightly different with an alternate bass going to string 5. And I will point out that John Prine moves his index finger to get all those melody notes, so he's actually playing index on the 2nd, index up on the 1st. I like to get that 1st string with my middle finger when possible. When he goes to the F chord, he brings his thumb over. Interesting thing happens here. This would be the one potential mistake he made in his playing. He left the string open, and you can see his thumb trying to move, and he just figured, oh, what the heck, I didn't get it. So here's what it should be. Later, when he plays that same move, he does a hammer-on with the thumb, but he didn't get the hammer down. So it ends up being open if you want to play it just like the video. If you want your ear to be a little more pleased, Get your thumb over on that F bass note. 2 quarter notes at the end, and now you do a pinch with strings 6 and 3. A lot of people will think that last open string note might be a mistake. It is not. It simply is he's leaving that chord early to get to his G chord. It's called an anticipation. It actually is a term used in music, an anticipatory note. See if you can say that 5 times fast. So then we're on our G chord. A pinch. A pinch with the pinky down. This is where he does the hammer-on into his F chord. Kind of tricky to get that clean. And I think what you'll see is he's got these 3 fingers in place as he adds into his hammer-on there. And then he does the same measure he did before at the end of his F chord. And this time he plays the 2nd string. Index finger, 4th string. And at that point, he starts singing. So he's really back to the top of the verse. I just give you a little measure to wrap up the complete solo. So when he starts singing, he actually just drops down to a simple pattern. He doesn't do all these hammer-ons and things. But hopefully you can appreciate the complexity of the solo. It still sounds just tremendously beautiful. And to help you get it further, we now will play it slow with close-ups of each of the hands, the right hand and the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's now look at playing the song a little bit faster, and in this we will have the tab scrolling across the bottom of the screen as it's played. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully you'll agree that John Prine's Summer's End is a great song to be playing any time of year, spring, fall, whether it's the end of summer or not. And if you like John Prine's music, I've tabbed out many of his finger-picking songs, and they can be found on this very YouTube channel. So please subscribe. Check out my website if you'd like to find a lot more great instruction.